It's your boy Pabs and we're back again with another video, but this time I'm giving you guys 10 tips to stay a producer. But now I know you guys are wondering, why am I giving you tips to become a terrible producer? Like, are we trying to get better at this thing? But two things. Number one, it makes a pretty cool title. But number two, this is what they call inversion thinking. Yo, shout out Alex, my boy. And basically it's the process of working a problem backwards. Instead of trying to find solutions, we're gonna find out negative things first, you know what I'm saying? So for an example, a question can be, how do I become a better person? Instead of thinking of solutions of becoming a better person, you then ask yourself, actually, what makes a bad person? And you list out all these things and you just do the opposite of that. And we're just gonna look at many of the problems that make a producer bad or stay bad. Let's go. So number one thing, music-wise, overcomplicate your beats. If you overcomplicate your beats, you're gonna stay terrible. Nobody's gonna wanna buy your stuff. I'm telling you this right now. A lot of us, we wanna make beats for producers, but that's not the thing. You wanna make beats, and the number one thing that you hear artists say is space. Give the artist space. Don't be putting up hella melodies, hella counter melodies in your stuff, and then be surprised when nobody buys your beats. I'm gonna give you an example. So one beat, it's got like 10,000 views or whatever, and another one's got like a couple of hundreds. But when I tell you this simple one managed to get me not only my first million streams, but also it was the lead single of this album. When I really listen to both of them, I can understand why. This one is so much more empty, so much more space for the artist to do what the artist gotta do, and this one just sounds like something that I thought was pretty cool. And even though it got more listens, if you go overcomplicate your stuff, you're finished. Don't dive into the music business. Yep. If you want to stay at the bottom of the barrel, do not just stay on the music. Don't do anything else but music. This is one that I've had to learn the hard way. I've been doing this music thing for quite a while now. I'm 26. Yeah. But the thing that I've learned is, if you want to be good at this, exceptionally good at this, you got to look into the business side of that music, because you want something that will give you that edge, you know what I'm saying? So spend time looking at understanding the business, because the last thing you want is to, okay, you blow up, and then when you make it, oh, you don't know what to do in the business, and then everybody just takes advantage of you. So make sure you spend time looking into the business, how it works, how it doesn't work, and the realities of it. There's so much content you can find on YouTube that will help you. Number three, don't work with people. It is mad how allergic producers are with working with people. You want it's actually so funny. A lot of people in this thing, they're so protective of their music because they're thinking about catering to themselves. But the reality of this thing is that you are making this for a customer. The most important thing when it comes to being a producer is really the customer, the person that will get this customer, the artist or whatever. Of course, enjoy what you do, but you want to increase your chances of your music, your beats getting into people's hands. So learn to work with people. Just message people. You'll be so surprised how many people are actually willing to actually listen out and actually advise you. Like last year I started doing that. I started like sending beats to like loops and stuff like that. I just be like, yo, just DMing producers, bigger producers than me. Bear in mind, I didn't even have a type beat channel, and so many more people go back to me than I thought they would actually. I got a lot of collabs, bro, and I even got a pretty big placement with one of my collabs as well. If you want to stay at the bottom of the barrel, broski, don't collaborate. Keep yourself to yourself. Be precious about your stuff. Be precious about it. And I'm telling you, you will not go anywhere. Mwah. Number four, copy for the sake of copying. Keep copying and never do anything uniquely. If you want to just stay just like, like nobody cares about your music, just copy other people and don't ever change anything. Don't ever be unique or anything. That's how you stay there, bro. So in other words, what you gotta do, the opposite of this, is you gotta put your own personality, your own character. It's actually so funny because like sometimes when I look at some of my old beats, I'm like, wow, I was creative. There are some habits we have to unlearn as producers. As we learn more, it's like you learn also the rules, and the rules confine you, they restrict you, and you feel like, oh, I can't do this because this is what the artists want or because this is what they're looking for. But when you do stuff like that to yourself, you're just becoming like someone else. So there isn't anything bad about type beats, but it needs to have your own personality and character into it. You know what I'm saying? But if I produce something like Metro Boomin to a T, some people may like it, but especially like big artists, they'll just think to themselves, well, it's a Metro Boomin type beat, I might as well just go to Metro because there's credibility with that as well. But if you make something so unique and it's just like you cannot find it anywhere else, it's just you, then people were like, they have no choice but to go to you, you know what I'm saying? So whatever you make sure you pour your heart into it. You pour your own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, people have no choice but to come to you because nobody else can replicate it. The way I make beats, you can never. That's not saying that I'm better than you. It just means I'm just unique to you. And we are all unique and wonderfully made by God. And if you guys want to know more about like making type beat channels, how I blew up my type beat channel, I have a whole video here. And yeah, I blew up my type beat channel in like 28 days. I went from, previously I couldn't even get like 20 views. I've done a few type beat channels, I couldn't get in like 20 views, whatever. And then I started a new channel, new strategy, new everything. And within the first month, I'd made like $600, $700. And I had sold a lot of beats. And that's when I actually got that placement, actually, the one that got 1 million views. I actually didn't even know about it until like way later. But yeah, link in the description. And guys, there's also free loops for you guys as well, where there's like guitar loops, Afrobeat loops, R&B loops. I do loops and they're all royalty free. So link in the bio if you just want some free stuff, you know what I'm saying, resources and everything. And yeah, it'll support the channel a lot. I prefer that you guys look at that stuff than even subscribe. Let me put it that way. Don't even subscribe. Just click in the link in the bio. You'll be helping out the channel a lot. Thank you very much. I think I'm on number 5, dog. Stay in the box. Stay in the box. Kind of goes with my previous point. Just do what's conventional. Do what everybody expects, and you won't go far. You just be like, oh, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. I mean, there really isn't much more else to say to that. But that's how you can stay crap. I can't lie to you. Just do what everybody's doing. Do what everybody else expects. But if you want to be like the Kanyes and the Mike Deans and all of them, man, you got to be different. You got to be different from everybody else. Like I said in the previous point, be unique to you. Step outside of the box, you know what I'm saying? Blend genres. Do all sorts of things, you know what I'm saying? Don't build a brand. Just focus on making music. Whoo, this one's tough. You see, a lot of people hit me up talking about, oh, my type beat channel's not selling. And I will talk more about this. If you guys want me to talk about the business branding aspects of music, let me know. I'll actually do it. But this whole branding thing, first of all, branding, marketing, those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm gonna be very quick with this, but what you want to do is you want to make a personal brand. First of all, look up what branding is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time in this video, but look up what branding is, and what you want to do is you want to focus on a personal brand. What a personal brand will help you do is get people who actually care for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Essentially, and you know the reason why Future or or Lil Baby will go for like ATL Jacob or like all these big producers beats, instead of just going on the internet and just typing in Metro Boomin type beat and just finding something as good or sometimes even better, is because brand. Do you get what I'm saying? That there's been a trust and relationship built between the producer and the artist. And that's literally how a brand works. It's about creating a relationship between you and your customer. So that's why the big channels, these big channels, if you look at the stuff they actually do on the internet, a lot of times there is branding into it. It may not be like, oh, they make YouTube channels or whatever, but like there is branding that needs to be done. Trust needs to be done, because if you go type in type beat and you find and you're looking through, a lot of times people will gravitate towards the channel with more views because they're like, oh, this must be trusted, this stuff must be good, But the smaller channels, it's like, I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? So you yourself as a person, you need to build a brand. And one way you can build a brand is just like YouTube, like Instagram. You don't really have to show your face, but because a lot of people don't want to show their faces, but you want to put yourself out there and bait yourself out in a way. Honestly, though, I would say the quickest way to do it, though, it is to show your face, because you want your customer to trust you. And when you build that trust, the person feels more obliged and they feel more like, oh, they can trust you. Might as well get his stuff, might as well buy his stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's why sometimes customers will go for something that could be more expensive and not even as good. But in the name of trust, in the name of branding, do you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people go for Apple phones over Android phones, because branding. Do you know what I'm saying? Apple's branding themselves to be that company that's luxurious. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have an iPhone, you don't get no baddies. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works. And funny enough, Android is actually a better phone. I'm not here to talk about phones, but funny enough, the many functionalities that Apple comes up with, Android has had already. But it's just the power of branding. Next point, don't ask for help. I've touched on this point before. If you want to stay at the bottom, don't ask for help. Don't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Be allergic to conversation. I get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of DMs about how to do this, how to do that. And sometimes it's a bit too much. It's a bit overwhelming. But I answer as many people as I can. So with that being said, do not be afraid to ask for help. And if you get rejected, who cares? Move on. Next, ask the next man. You know what I'm saying? But don't be afraid. Like, let's say you're somebody who is your channel has like 100 subscribers, or your type B channel has 100 subscribers. Find somebody with like 500 or even 1,000, and trust me, they'll reply. I had no type B channel at all, and I messaged people, and I still got help. You know what I'm saying? So be afraid to ask people for help, and you stay crap. It's amazing. Don't study the art, bro. Don't study it. All my days, I'm telling you right now, because if you study it, your beats get better. You don't want that. You don't want that. If you want to stay crap, don't study your beats. So something that I did last year is from about January, February, March, for about March, for like 3 months, I said, you know what? I'm not, because I had an old type beat channel. I said, for the next 3 months, I'm not uploading anything. I'm just going to learn how to make Afrobeat beats. And I studied that thing for 3 months. Every single day I was making a beat, making a bunch of beats every single day. And I said, you know what? When I think it was like January, February, March, April, May. And when I started uploading them, I was like, yo, I'm actually getting somewhere. Of course, I had a strategy, but I was like, yo, people actually like my beats now. Because I used to have an old type beat channel with Afro beats, but I never got views because my beats were not good. So what you want to do is whatever genre whatever genre you do, whatever, study the sound. Look at other producers, ask for help so you can get better. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if your beats aren't good, you're not gonna sell anything. It doesn't matter how good your branding is. If your beats aren't good, it's just a waste of branding. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, study the art and get better at it. Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you keep trying to just like push out stuff and kind of learn on the fly, it's kind of like you're polishing a turd, broski. And when you do that, you know what I mean? Like, you know? So yeah, if you want to stay crap, just don't study. Just keep polishing that turd, broski. You get a diamond one day. Oof, I love this one. Keep switching lanes. And if it doesn't work as fast as you want it, switch again. And I'm telling you this, you like legit, you won't get anywhere with this one. If you keep switching lanes, broski, you will not make it. You will not make it. Find something that you want to do, that you will enjoy, that you love, and go for it. A lot of times what happens is that somebody will start something, you'll be here, right? You start something new, you're excited, it doesn't work, and you get hit and you go down, and then you realize, oh, this is kind of hard, then you go down even more, then you start something else, and then now you're happy again, you're gassed again, broski, another genre, another type beat channel. And then boom, you're like, this is difficult. You're not selling anything, and then you keep doing that thing where you go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And you know what you should have done? You should have gone up, find out, oh, this is kind of difficult. Go down, cool, this is difficult, and keep going. And then you go back up. And that's what we need to do in this thing. Something's in the similar kind of thing happened last year. I had a type beat channel, Afrobeat type beat channel. It started off up here though, and then because every single video had almost like 1,000 views, like between 1,000 and 10,000 views, and then it started going down. Then I got discouraged, and I was like, you know what, maybe this type of channel thing is not for me. But now I've learned, broski, it doesn't matter how far down you go, just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Just keep pushing, and you go back up here. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that if you start down here, it's even better, because when you go up here, it's like, whoa, anything impresses you at that point. So And just be like, just be patient with like what's happening. Every single day, if you do that 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, I'm telling you, you'll just keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. And I want to say my last point though is don't believe in your craft, man. Don't believe in your craft, bro. Somebody else will believe in your craft for you. I'm telling you, broski, if you don't believe in your own craft, it doesn't matter who else believes in your thing. It doesn't matter. If you don't believe it, it's finished. I'm telling you that right now, it's finished. All I can say is believe in your craft, believe in what you do, you know what I'm saying, and invest time into it. Work on your craft every single day and believe in it. Even if you're crap, even, I don't want to say crap, but like, even if you're in a position you're like, where you don't think you can compare to the Metro Boomins, to the, you know, all these big type beat YouTube channels or whatever. Even for me, like right now, like broski, I'm getting like, what, my past couple of videos, I got like 50 views on this channel. I'm like, I don't care. All I know is that every single day I gotta improve. You know what I'm saying? I know that one day, and you know, one day I'll be sitting at 1 million subscribers. One day I'll be in this, you know, in these rooms with these people that I admire so much, but as equals. You know what I'm saying? But that's an everyday thing, you know what I'm saying? Like every single day, boom, 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 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. You know, 50 views, 20 views, it's cool. Keep doing it. As long as you improve, that's the most important thing, you know what I'm saying? I believe in my craft, you know what I'm saying? But above that, I believe in God, you know, I believe in God who's giving me this gift, you know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing. But yo, it's been your boy Pabs. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. But even better, link in the description. If you just go there, there's a bunch of stuff. Honestly, I want reviews on my loops and stuff like that because I just be having fun making loops, but like I don't want to make loops where you like people them have to keep like putting all 10 producers on like one loop, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making all my loops by myself or with like my team, but we're not asking for any kind of royalties or anything. I just need a bunch of people who can just like give me like reviews on like if the loops are good, if the loops are bad, just be honest in it. So if you can just go in the description, let me know what you think about these loops. They're royalty free, and if you make them and if you like them and you upload them, whatever, and you want me to see them, please shout me out, give me a tag, and I'll check it out because I just want to see what you guys can do with them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Pabs. Peace, man. Gratatata.